Hey guys, welcome back to another Townie makeover, and today we're doing the Bjergsen family. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I did look it up on Google Translate, so hopefully I did it right. This is also my third time doing that intro. The first time I realized I don't know if I am pronouncing it correctly in my head. So I stopped and I went and looked it up, and then the second time I started recording in the middle of the video. So I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, so here we are. Now, this family is a pretty nuclear one, a mom, a dad, and 2 kids. The pet I obviously added myself. If you're new, then I add a pet to every townie that I make over or family, because I love animals, so I just kind of implement that in my game. And if you're not new, then you knew that already, and I was just being annoying, I suppose, repeating myself. But here is the dad. He is a good slob and gloomy sim. And here I'm doing his hot weather outfit, where he has a very fashionable necklace choice that I'm not quite sure his wife would like, as you'll see when we get to her. So yeah, but I'm thinking about downloading a reshade, I think it's what it's called, or something. And I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, if I want to do it. So if you have any pros or cons or tips or suggestions, then put them down below, because I would love to hear them. They're always helpful to me. Here we are on Clara. This is his wife, and I was going to give her that skin, but it was too realistic for me, so I changed and did a little did it manually. She is a family-oriented, perfectionist, and foodie sim. Now, it even says in the description she's a perfectionist. I get the feeling that she's uptight, her way or the highway, so maybe a little stubborn or strong-headed. And I think she just wants her family to look perfect, which, of course, is not always the case. Families are messy, families are fun, some families are awful, some are nice, some are not. Families are very different to everybody, and their dynamics are also very different to everybody. So I don't think she knows that. I don't think this sim can understand that. I mean, after all, they are just simulations. Or are they? Are we the Sims? Are we the Sims playing Sims Forever on the computer? If you know, you know. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'll explain it. So when you load into the game, you can choose for them to play video games on a computer, and I'm pretty sure it's called Sims Forever. And they're basically, if you look at the screen, they're basically playing The Sims on their computer. The Sims are playing The Sims. So my question to you guys is, are we the Sims playing The Sims? Or are we a god? I mean, everybody calls us the Sims god, but are we really just the Sims and somebody else is the Sim god? But what also calls into question is, since we are able to think about that and think about it in that perspective, then we can't be the Sims. But I don't know if this was always a thing, but in The Sims 4, at least I know in The Sims 4, your Sims can sit there and say they feel like they are being controlled by somebody. So are they having the same thought processes we are, where we wonder if we're in a simulation or not? Or do they just feel like their life is out of control and want somebody to blame? These are the real questions, and I want answers to every single question I asked. Sorry to take you along for this crazy ride. That was a real thinker, and I think about it all the time ever since I started playing The Sims. But because I've heard a lot of different things. I've heard, well, since we're able to think that, we're in a simulation and we could be being controlled and we have that ability to think like that, then we're not in a simulation and we're not like The Sims. But Sims and The Sims 4 have something along the lines similar of that, saying they feel like their life is being controlled. They'll even stop and stare at the camera if you pause the game, which there was a video I watched and I don't remember what it was called. But basically that's a glitch in The Sims 4, but it was like a thing on purpose. And I think maybe The Sims 2 or 3, maybe even 1. It was one of the Sims game. So, yeah. So it's like, how like you might look and people are always like, oh, me looking for the camera because I know this shit's fake or whatever. Or like when you might look up to the sky, like if you believe in like a god or in like Christianity. I've seen a lot of people who are Christians like look up to the sky and they're like, oh yeah, like, and talking about God. So since they're looking at the camera, is that like their sky? These are all questions I really want answers to, and I spent 6 minutes of this video wondering and talking about that and taking y'all on this whole like rant theorist deep dive. And I'm so sorry, I'll stop talking about it now. But this is Sofia. This is their oldest daughter. In my game, she's an adult. When you load in, she should be a teen. The only reason she is a young adult in my game is this is in my save file where I do gameplay. And, yeah, in case you don't watch these regularly. But yeah, so she's a music-loving and cheerful sim, I think is what she loads in with, or it's something. Wow. Yeah, my brain is completely turned off today. My bad, guys. But I kind of wanted to give her, like, her hair's kind of, like, dyed ends, and it's not really even, where it's dyed, like, evenly all around. And I think she's doing that to rebel against her mom because she wants to make it big as a musician, and her parents won't even stop her, blah, 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 blah. That's what it says in the household description of them. So there's that. So I think she's doing all of this to rebel. So yeah, I was gonna give her that, but I just did not like the arm, like the sleeves on it. So I gave her something, I don't even know what I gave her. But yeah, she's super cute. I mean, they're all super cute. I love all my Sims are super cute. But yeah, so it was cool to see. I don't ever play with Windenburg families. I really don't. Like, I know these, and I know I think it's pronounced the Munch family, and I know them, and the Bro household, and that's about it. I do not play with any of Windenburg Sims. I never play in Windenburg. I would like to more than I do, but I just don't. Same thing with like San Myshuno, that world that came with City Living. I don't ever really play in it. I played in it when I first got the game, and that was about it. So yeah, but it is what it is. I'm using them now. Not really. I'm just dressing them up. But here we are in her hot weather wear. She's reliving her maybe recent, maybe not so recent. I don't know when she aged up in this game or how long she's been a young adult for. Graduation. That can be, it can be hard to move on from graduating to being an adult, I guess a teen to adult, I should say. So, yeah. It's a struggle. Also, if you do hear like a lawnmower or a leaf blower, please excuse it. The day of this recording is December 8th, and it's 62 degrees outside today. So everybody's out doing yard work, washing their cars one last time for the winter, or what they think the last time, you know what I mean? Because you never know. Like, it was 15 like 3-4 days ago. 15 degrees outside, and now it's 62. So, I don't know. But basically, if you hear that, just disregard it. Act like it's not there, and I apologize. But yeah. Oh, it's supposed to rain tonight at like 6 p.m. It's 2:35 as of recording this. So, yeah. And then it's supposed to rain on Friday the 13th. There's a 35% chance, which I'm kind of hoping it doesn't, because there's a flash tattoo sale event at Solid Obscurities. So if you're in that area or not even in that area and you just want to go, just look up Solid Obscurities on Facebook. That's where I found it, and it'll give you that information there. But yeah, so I hope it doesn't rain because I have to stand outside for that. But this is Elsa. She is their youngest daughter. She is a genius sim, and I think she definitely lives more up to her mother's expectations than her older sister. And so I think maybe they clash a little bit, because in the description it said not even her genius kid's sister. So there might be a little bit of tension between the two because of that, but who knows? I don't even know if I changed this hat for her, to be so for real. No, I didn't. Whoops. So here I realized that I had said it was going to be a family dog, a family cat on my Instagram when I put the poll up. And then when I did it, I accidentally made it a dog, and I had to go back and switch it. I'm going to go ahead and go on my little rant, though, really quick. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to get to 15 subscribers, and we're at 10, so please, please, please make it happen. Go follow Instagram and TikTok. I'm interactive on Instagram more than I can be on here. And I would like to shout out one of the followers who gave me this name on the poll, so congrats. Go do the polls, and you could get a chance to do this. But I'll see y'all. Bye.